Good afternoon. Welcome to the Emmanuel Khan Wealth Building YouTube channel where I share content around forex trading, cryptocurrency, how to earn in dollars online, and everything that has to do with wealth building ideas and opportunities. So, if such content is of interest to you, hit on the subscribe button down below, then hit on the notification bell icon so that when I upload new content, you will be notified immediately. In today's video, I want to bring us an update on the MetaEx. What has been happening in MetaEx? I made a comment in the MetaEx group on Telegram telling everybody that I saw a danger sign, and I would like to update everybody about it so that going forward you would know what you are up against. All right, you will know the level of risk involved and be better prepared for it, or otherwise you can decide not to go on anymore depending on your risk appetite. All right, so I thought it wise to bring us this report. It would be very unfair if I keep mute, if I keep quiet and not update you. So I wouldn't do that. Hence, I am bringing this report to you. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, 8 p.m. Now, in MetaX, you have the VIP2. Okay, we have the VIP0, then the VIP2, VIP0, VIP1, then VIP2, VIP3, and on like that. I think up to VIP5 or so. So for the VIP0 is the VIP0 is the general participants group, where once you sign up, you have funded your account, you are in the VIP0. You are eligible to start taking trades, to start taking signals and make your trades and make your money. All right, the VIP2 is another step higher, where if you have made certain volume in your entire team, you will be promoted to that level, and then your capital as well. So I am in the VIP2 currently. Now for each of these VIP sets, there are different groups. The VIP3, they have another group, the VIP4 another group, the VIP5 another group. Okay, then VIP2 we have our own group where we all belong. So for VIP2 we have access to Ethereum slash USDT trades. The teacher calls that trade for VIP2 members. For VIPs, sometimes it decides to make it just for VIP2, sometimes it decides to make it for VIP3 and above, sometimes for VIP2 and above. All right, so yesterday was for VIP2 and above. So we had what's it called, Ethereum and USDT trade, and it was for 8 p.m. That is the usual time for VIPs. All right, 8 p.m. So once it was 8 p.m. yesterday, we waited in the group, and the teacher came on board and called and gave the signal. All right, the signal, usually there are 5 rounds of trade. In case you're just viewing this video and you haven't heard anything about MetaX, all right, there are 5 rounds of trade in MetaX, and the teacher has a recommended trading plan of the amount of money to use per round. Okay, for your trade, the amount of money to use per round for your trades. All right, so they have 5 trades. So his idea is plan your capital in such a way that it will accommodate the whole 5 rounds. So just in case there's a loss in round 1, and there's a loss in round 2, and there's a loss in round 3, and there's a loss in round 5, in round 4. Now let it not be that your money will exhaust in round 4. Have a plan such that if the trade gets to round 5, you will still have some capital left to trade around 5. So that's his plan. So he spreads his strategy across up to round 5, and his strategy is based on a multiplicity of 3. Round 1 is 3, Round one is just $1, and his minimum capital for starting is 121. All right. So for one, if you have $121 for round one, you are recommended or expected to use $1. Then for round two, multiplied by three, which is $30 for round three, multiplied by three, which is $9 for round four, multiplied by three, which is $27, and for round five, multiplied by three, which is $81. Now if you add every other thing, if you add the sum it all up together, it will amount to 121, which is your capital. That is his structure and that is his plan. All right. So some 2 days ago, either 2 or 3 days ago, no, I think it's about 3 days ago, uh we traded the general group. He gave the BTC signal, because for the general group they don't trade Ethereum. The general group trades BTC USDT. All right. So 3 days ago or so, in the general group, he gave signals, and that signal extended till up till round five. It extended up till round five. And from that signal, I remember I did a video to that effect. If you check my channel, you'll see it. I did a video to that effect explaining what happened and giving a warning sign that everybody should be careful how you use your capital. Make sure you plan it very well, because what happened then was that I didn't plan my capital very well. I took extraordinary risk. All right. So when the trade kept failing at each round one failed, round two failed, round three failed. When you got to round four, I didn't have sufficient capital, so I just had to stop at round four because I had exhausted my capital in the previous 3 rounds because of poor planning and excessive exposure. I exposed my capital too much, so I had to reserve some. I lost about 70% of my capital actually, so I had 30% left, which I reserved to build up. All right, to start afresh and build it up back up. So that was what happened about 3 days ago. Then for yesterday, so what I now had in my wallet was 30% of my capital. So for yesterday, I was hoping that since teacher was going to call VIP trades, I was going to use both the VIP and the Ethereum trade and the Bitcoins trade to make up for the previous loss. Okay, so it was yesterday. We got into the group. Let me take you through the group. We got into the group, and teacher began to give signals. Let me see his. Let me try and see if I can fetch his last comment or so. Let me see if I can fetch his last comment. Okay. All right. So here it is. Here it is. Sorry, this is the first time that my mathematical model predicts more than 5 rounds this year. I will readjust the data. All right, so what happened yesterday was that we lost round one trade, and in fact yesterday I stuck to the rule. I stuck to his strategy, taking it step by step, multiples of three, just as he instructed, because I had already got my finger burnt, so I didn't want to burn it the second time. So I stuck to his strategy. I didn't over trade, I didn't over leverage my account. I stuck to his strategy strictly. All right, but what happened was that we lost in round one, we lost in round two, we lost in round three, we lost in round four, and then he called the round five trade with all boldness, zeal, and confidence. We all took it, and then lo and behold, it was a loss. It was a loss. So my account was blown. Yeah, I lost my entire account. The 30% left from the previous day's loss that I was trying to build back up was gone. All gone, blown, burnt into ashes, blown up. All right, and not just me, my upline, his capital too was blown. Some other persons too, the capital were blown off, totally blown off. Okay, it was blown up. So that was what happened. And then here was what, let me show you his, after that, his comments. Yes, so this was his comment. He now said, after I readjust the data today, I will share two investment signals for you tomorrow. So this was his promise, and this was what he said he was going to do for beginning from today, yeah, to share his. And some of us were in the group. If you see me, I was asking, are you going to refund us money? Where do you expect us to get monies from in order to now play trade the two signals you're going to give? It was very unbearable. It was very unbearable. It was painful. It was really, really painful because I expected that he would have worked on his mathematical model or whatever he called it. All right. I didn't expect that as professional as he poses to be, that he would make this kind of loss, even though we all knew or we all know that, yes, trading the financial market comes with its own share of risk. Right, but with the level of his professionalism, we didn't expect that because when I checked the charts yesterday, the chart was clearly in an uptrend, and the guy was calling a signal in. It was calling a sell signal. I was thrown off balance. Why would that happen? And even gave a 3 minutes call as against it was just so I really got pissed with the whole stuff, and I began to lash out on the group. I began to lash out on the group, and I was restricted from the group. This is me. I was restricted from the group. I couldn't post anymore. Yeah, because I was really vexed. I was lashing out. Why would this happen? And some persons were just adding fuel to the fire. Like you're expecting us to trade again. What are you gonna do? What is the plan for people who have lost completely? Who have lost. So everybody has to go back to go find extra funds. If you want to continue the system, then you come back and continue taking signals and all that. Yes, I know that there are no guarantees here. Okay, when I came on board, I knew the risk involved. I knew that I could, but it was just sudden for me. I didn't expect it at all. Not this. In fact, some persons who had already made profit for the past 2 months, it all gone. It was all gone because in round five, you are trading with the remaining part of your funds, and it is expected that if round five trade wins, you will recover all the losses from round one to round four. Then make extra profit. So that's why if trade ever gets to round five, most of the people you see on the platform, they will trade with the remaining of their balance, everything. Because if it goes well, man, you're going to recover the whole losses. And if it goes south, man, you're going to be in my shoes, which is back to square one, zero capital. Zero capital here in MetaEx. So when I saw that yesterday, I wasn't pleased at all. So I said I was going to put up a warning. I called it danger sign in my group. So I'm going to give us a warning. Please and please, before you progress, now there are two things you can do. You can decide to, because for example, myself, I've decided to take a break. I'm going to pause. In fact, I have already paused my activity with MetaX, right? This might be the last video you'll be seeing in a very long while. I've decided to pause my activities with MetaX and gather myself together first of all right? So for you, there are two things that I have two opinions. You can either decide to pause as well. If you have money there, withdraw the money and just pause for a while till there's some form of stability in the system, or you can decide to still go on trading with the system, taking the trade. That's for those of you who are already on board. If you're not on board yet, and you want to sign, I will not even drop the sign up link in this video. I will not, in the description of this video. I won't drop it so that you don't sign up. So you don't think I'm not looking for referrals or any of those stuff. All right, so I'm not going to drop the link here. So if you have not signed up, don't need to sign up yet, because I'm taking a break of the system. All right, so but if you are in already, your money is already there. You can two options. You can either withdraw and just pause. Withdrawal fee is just $5, so you can just let $5 go and get your remaining balance. Hold it in the meantime, or otherwise you can decide to continue with the system and take the risk. Of course, you must have seen all my previous videos where I give disclaimers, where I give warnings and all that you must know that whatever you're going into, whenever you're going into any business, online and offline, you are taking risk, and you must know, especially online, you must know the risk involved and decide if you're able to bear the risk involved. If you're not able to bear it, then don't progress, don't continue with the system, regardless of who is referring you to it, regardless of who is advertising it, who is promoting it, who is talking about it. If you in question are not able to bear the risk, then do not sign up. That's my disclaimer. That's my warning every time I make a video, because I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't give financial advice. I can't tell you how to use your money. I only give my opinions. In my opinion, if you can't bear the risk, don't get started. So that is what I thought to bring to your notice, guys. That will be all from me for now. Till I come your way again next time. Stay blessed.